I just swallowed a tick. It's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, Phil Donahue. From Dream On, actor Brian Benben. And science lady Carol Gold. Plus Paul Schaefer and the world's most dangerous band. And now the Dream Team's towel boy, David Letterman.
Thank you. Welcome to the show. I'm very happy. I'm going to share something with you people, and normally I don't say this kind of thing to the home viewers, but seconds ago, when I walked out here to begin tonight's program, I received a two-person standing ovation. God bless you. Thank you very much. After 10 years, we're really catching on. I've never been more popular. Welcome to the show, kids. Have you been watching the Republican National Convention on television down there from the Astrodome in Houston? Yeah. I was watching a little bit of it last night, and I think maybe, I'm not sure if it's me or, it seems a little boring. And in fact, during the keynote address last night, I'm positive I heard people in the Astrodome chanting, "Let's go Astros, let's go Astros." Earlier today, President Bush's campaign manager brought up kind of a touchy issue for the Democrats. He said that he believes now that Bill Clinton's marital record should be a yardstick by which all voters judge him. Yardstick? To me, that sounds like it might be a compliment. I don't know. I don't know. It's the boys from Discount Shirts and Ties. Here they are. Now here's something scary. Somebody is interviewing Dan Quayle yesterday, and they're talking to him about his presidential aspirations. And Vice President Quayle says, look, he says, let's take care of business first. Let's get George Bush reelected in '94, and then we'll see what happens. I think when people talk about 4 more years for Dan Quayle, they're talking about 4 more years in school. That's what they're talking about here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have, oh my gosh, can you feel the wonder of the show washing over you? Yeah. We have a wonderful program tonight. Our old friend and veteran broadcaster Phil Donahue is with us on the program. Phil Donahue. And, from the Ontario Science Center for Curious Canadian Boys and Girls, we have our old friend Carol Gold. Carol is an educator and a communicator, but moreover, an entertainer. So tonight we're going to, huh? What? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Good. So, and tonight from the Ontario Center of Dangerous Science Projects, Carol has brought down exhibits for us to examine and be entertained by and delighted by, and that'll happen a little bit later. Carol is very proud of her record up there in Canada. After all these years she's been up there working with all those kids, not one electrocution. And from the HBO series Dream On, Brian Ben is here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, our friend Paul Schaefer is right over there. Hey, boys.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. Dave, can I get you to introduce me in the same way that you introduced Carol Gold from the Ontario Science Center?
Oh.
But with just a little, if I could ask you for just a little difference in the pronunciation.
Uh-huh.
An educator.
Educator.
Communicator.
Communicator.
But moreover.
But moreover.
An entertainer.
An entertainer.
Thank you very much. That's the way I want to be. Bill. Thank you. Boy, that'll be nice from now on.
I have a little secret to tell you about tonight's first guest, Phil Donahue.
Great. Lay it on us.
First of all, is everything all right behind camera 2? Is everything all right? Yes? Peter, is everything all right back there? Okay. We have a man in the middle of a fit of some kind, but he's going to continue. I have a little secret to tell you about tonight's first guest, Mr. Donahue.
Let's
Guess how he arrived here at the studio
today. How did
today.
he get here?
Yeah, take a guess.
In a limousine.
No, well, no, that would be an excellent guess.
I don't know. Well, how did he get here?
Boat.
He came by boat?
Yeah, he sailed down here.
Well, where does he land?
Well, he's over in the river somewhere.
Man, where did he come from?
There is no inland canal, Paul.
I was wondering.
You can't sail across 49th
like
Street.
The St. Lawrence Seaway or something.
So now, do me a favor. When he comes out here, anchors away.
Okay.
Just bust it loose, all right?
You got it.
All right.
He deserves it. Absolutely.
What, did we forget doing the beverage music? Camera 2, Mr. Cameraman.
Get him.
Camera guy, Mr. Camera Boy.
Don't get him laughing, you know, because once you get that guy Pete laughing, he doesn't stop.
Mr. Basil.
Lyman. Al Mayman.
You know, because we're in the middle of the big political campaign and the Republicans are down there in the Astrodome, we sent a crew down yesterday, and they brought back some campaign buttons. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Paul?
The things that they wear.
Yeah, you see, all of the new ones are introduced down there. For example, here when the Democrats were at Madison Square Garden, that's where you saw all of the new ones. And now for the Republicans, the new ones are being introduced down there in Houston, Texas, on the floor of the convention. And we had some folks bring back a pile of them yesterday. Let me just take a second here to show you some of them. Oh, here's one that the New York delegation seems to be proudly wearing down there in Texas this year. It's pretty simple. Pull this! There's it. A guy wandering around the Astrodome was wearing this one, confused Astros fan. I'm sorry, Bailey, are these supposed to be yours? All right. Well, let's alternate. Here's one for you then, Bailey. You don't see a whole lot of these. This is kind of interesting. Amnesiacs for Eisenhower Nixon. If you don't include all of the cameramen, they get their feelings hurt.
I know. You must.
We have to share now between Bailey and Barry. All right. Here's another one for you, Barry. Good Lord. This one offers voters a solid reason to re-elect Bush. You might get to watch another war on TV. There. This button's a favorite with male members of the party. You know what they say about guys with big deficits. We're like 8 minutes into the show. We've already done 3 similar jokes. And we couldn't be more proud. Here's a great conversation starter. Ask me about my failed savings and loan. You're seeing a lot of those down there.
That's a good one.
Is Larry Budd ready? We have our friend... standing by live on the floor of the Astrodome. Is it ready to go? Hal, turn on the camera down there in Houston. This is Larry Bud Melman reporting live from the Republic. All right. All right. You're making us all sick. Thank you very much. Here's one that addresses a question on the minds of all Americans. What's the deal with Bruce Jenner? I don't fully understand that one myself. You know, it's not easy being a good parent. I'm making myself dizzy back and forth with this. This one's popular among Republicans from the South. Senator Thurman, wake me, wake up, wake me up. Senator Thurman. All right, here's one for you now, Barry. The Vice President has his supporters, as evidenced by this one. Republicans for Quail. Here's one that states a popular Republican opinion. Murphy Brown is a slut. Well, I think that's just a little too severe. I understand this button was designed by the president himself, George Bush. I'm goofy on Halcyon. There's it. This one was spotted on the former president himself also. Hello, my name is Ronald Reagan, I think. And finally, get ready, a big playoff here for this one. You'll have to look carefully to find someone wearing this button. Yes, I'm the black delegate. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have a terrific program for you tonight, and it will continue in a couple of minutes with our old friend Phil Donahue. Please do your best to rejoin us, won't you? Thank you very much. Donahue will be out here a bit later. Phil Donahue has been doing his own television talk show for how many years? Take a guess, Paul.
I bet he's up to 22 years.
25 years.
See,
celebrating his anniversary with a big 2-hour primetime special, I believe, set to air in November. Is that right, Bob? Oh, well, this appearance will serve as a timely plug for him then.
Hey, things work out.
And Carol Gold will be out here with all kinds of powerful and delightful experiments. I hope there's some kind of magnetic experiment. I hope there's some kind of volatile gas experiment. Okay. I hope there's some sort of experiment showing us the wonders of centrifugal force.
I know there is one experiment, though, that I know about.
What is that?
Fudge.
Oh, God, man, I love that fudge.
And I don't want to give it away, but...
Really? There's a fudge experiment?
Yeah, there's a fudge experiment, yeah. I'm telling you, there is.
I know how you Canadians crave your fudge.
Well, yeah.
And also from the HBO series Dream On, Brian Benben, and we learned last night that that's not his real name.
What is his full name?
Well, he shortened it. It used to be Brian Ben.
And you know...
He had a Ben removed.
In Israel, you know how in Israel, like they say, David Ben-Gurion means the son of Gurion.
That's right.
So if he had a son, he would be David Ben.
And remember, the first sign of Phil Donahue, boom!
Anchors away.
You got it, buddy.
You got it.
I'm telling you, there's creative programming. That's one of the reasons we've won a Peabody Award, ladies and gentlemen. That kind of thing right there. Thank you. Sit down. Yeah. Here I have the top 10 list for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Top 10. Top 10 reasons Wayne Newton went bankrupt. Did you hear this, Paul? Our old friend, the Midnight Idol, the king of Las Vegas, now finds himself filing for bankruptcy protection. Now, I thought this was like one of the wealthiest performers in show business.
I did too.
Yeah, well, something went wrong, and we have here now the top 10 reasons that Mr. Newton has seen fit to file for bankruptcy. Here we go, number 10. Got drunk and loaned credit cards to Willie Nelson. See, that's a mistake. Number 9, price of hair oil rose a penny per gallon. That would break you. Number 8. Number 8, on a whim, decided to see how much cash he could eat. Not a good idea. Number 7, paid too much for his muffler. Here, this is a valuable object lesson. Don't pay too much for your muffler. Number 6, invested savings in this great idea where people could watch the Olympics all day on 3 channels. That'd do it. That'd just knock you silly. Number 5, Mr. Big Shot always had to have fries with that. Well, there you go. Number 4, this is important, briefly dated Marla Maples. Number 3, Nevada's exorbitant mustache tax. Number 2, kids demanded money back from his Wayne's World theme park. Yep. And the number 1 reason Wayne Newton went bankrupt, took cab from LaGuardia to Midtown. There you go. It rained Friday, most of Friday. It rained all day Saturday, all night Saturday. It rained all day Sunday and all night Sunday, and all day Monday and all night Monday. Yesterday, it finally stopped raining. No, it rained yesterday, too.
Yeah, it rained a little yesterday.
So today, there was about a 4-hour period when it wasn't raining. That's when Phil got in his boat and came down. So he'll have wonderful yarns to spin from his adventures on the high seas. Our first guest has spent most of the day sailing down here, and for almost 25 years, he has been the host of television's longest-running daytime talk show. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Phil Donahue. Phil. Yes, sir. Phil, good to see you. Welcome to the program. Thanks for being here.
Thanks a lot. The Navy hasn't had enough bad publicity.
Is this true? You actually sailed here today?
I motored. I have a stink pot.
That means it's a power boat.
It is.
Yeah. Those are very expensive to operate, aren't they?
Well, it's not. This is not the Trump Princess or whatever the. That, Phil Donahue and Marlo Thomas, they seem like nice people, don't they?
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, very nice. Phil is a great guy and really is a real innovator and a mainstay and very solid in broadcasting and has done a wonderful job.
Nice of you to say that.
And Marlo, yeah, of course, a fine actress, but you know she hates riding on that boat. I'll just bet you anything.
Please,
Phil, stop. Phil, seriously, I'm... Phil, let's go back.
Yeah. You did. I didn't know you did, Marlo. You do a good Marlo.
My impression of Marlo sailing with Phil. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm silly. Phil, please. Are they out of the building? Are they gone?
That's so mean.
From the, I don't want her coming in here with an oar.
I know what you mean.
Wouldn't mind having a couple of oars in the room later tonight, though. This ain't the dinner show. Settle down. Let's do a commercial. All right, and then we'll come back here with Carol Gold, ladies and gentlemen.
Do I like Tylenol? Yeah. For fever, backache? Yeah.
Thank you, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't begin to tell you how excited we are whenever we have our next guest on the program. She is, of course, Carol Gold. She is from the Ontario Science Centre. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back the lovely, the talented, the scientific Carol Gold. Carol!
Faster in racing them one against one another.
You mean erasing the cans?
Racing the cans down this ramp.
All right, I think it has something to do with mass and weight.
No, but okay, sounds good.
Can't you let me have my little fun here?
Okay, it has to do with
No,
mass
this
and
is
weight.
10 3/4 ounces. That's the cream of mushroom. This is 10 1/2 ounces. I'm going to guess, since there's a little more in this one, that would be faster.
Well, come on, you can try it out. You can find out for yourself. It has a lot more to do with the consistency of the stuff inside.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, so it has more inertia.
Not that either. It has to do with the fact that this is a liquid and it's going to ride down. That's more solid, and it has to twirl with the can. So let go when you're ready. 3, 4.
How'd that turn out, Carol? I didn't get a chance to see it.
Were you officiating at the Olympics?
Okay. All right, let's try him again. Now here's
Come on.
hey, and I want to tell you something too. Hold it. Hey, hold it. This is real rainy day fun.
Science you can eat.
All right. The mushrooms on the right, the consomme on the left. Here we go. Wow, gee, you're right. The consomme won.
Well done.
I couldn't feel like a bigger dweeb. All right, Carol, that was fun.
Okay, maybe we can make you feel like a bigger dweeb. We'll try. We're going to do a little bit more speed here. We're going to run this car, which runs on a fuel provided by vinegar, which is what's inside it.
Vinegar, right, and some baking
And some
soda.
baking soda.
Right?
What I want you to do is put some of the baking soda along this square of toilet paper and just roll it up like a cigarette.
Okay.
Now, you know, when these two get together...
How much you want in there?
Well, that's enough. You're doing fine.
Okay.
I'd hate to see you roll a cigarette. When these two get together, they release carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide can be used to power this little vehicle. Now, just shove it in there.
You pull? Did you bring the Grand Funk album? All right, what do I do here, Carol?
All right, shove it in there.
Drop the whole thing
The
in
whole
there?
thing, toilet paper and all. Toilet paper gives us time before the reaction starts. Not the fingers, Dot. Wow. All right.
You're making a jet-powered car here.
That's right.
In
Here,
essence.
put your finger over that.
Okay.
Now bring it back to here.
Am I keeping it on there? What am I doing?
Yeah, hold it down. We're going to let go of it here. Right there.
What do I do?
You're going fine. I'll let go. Ah! Close. There you go.
Yeah. That thing took off like a rocket. What the hell you got in there, bullion? All right, what's next? Now that seriously is going to explode and pick up the first 2 or 3 rows. Yeah, see, it's about to go.
Yep.
Yeah, just hand it over to Biff and...
And then you can go too.
Okay,
All
here
right,
we go.
Now more food stuff. We're doing all sorts of food stuff here. In this egg carton, we have a bunch of...
Dozen eggs.
Right? That's right. Some of them are raw, some of them are...
Some are raw, some are hard-boiled, right.
Can you tell which are which?
I know exactly how you do this. You just start throwing them at our producer, Bob Morton. There we go! Yeah, right there. It never fails. That was a raw egg. If kids behave this way at the Science Center, they're expelled by Mounties, aren't they?
That's right. And red coats and big hats.
All right, so we have 2 fresh eggs there. What else?
Well, we have some hard-boiled ones. Let me quickly show you how you really do it. Although that's very scientific.
You spin them.
And that is a hard-boiled
That
one.
one's a hard-boiled egg because why? It's spinning more quickly?
Because it spins as a unit, because
Spins
it's
as a
solid.
unit.
And the regular ones...
That's,
Whoa.
ooh, look at that, man. Some kind of magic egg. Hey, Morty, look out! Oh! Next.
Next, we're going to get you to brush your teeth.
We have to do a commercial? Oh, no!
No!
Will she be back after the commercial?
No,
Well, let's do the commercial. We'll be right back.